Episode 15 of The Tale of Lady OK begins with Taeyoung's strategy. She believes that if she is seen with Sungwai and Mansuk, her cover will be blown for good. Sungwai hesitates before leaving with Mansuk. At present, the noblewomen gossip, but Madame Hong defends the couple. Do Jaeum rushes to Governor Hyo, who claims his hands are tied. He also spills that witnesses can vouch that Sungwai looks like Yoon Jaeum and was involved with Sohai and Gudyak. While on the run, Sungwai and Mansuk stop for rest. They have a bittersweet moment as Sungwai returns Mansuk's money and shares that he was never his slave, but his friend. That being said, he wants Mansuk to leave for Ching while he turns himself in. Mansuk tries to refuse when they are caught by the guards. A guard shoots at Mansuk, but Sungwai takes the arrow to his arm. Meanwhile, Daki cries as he believes it is his fault for making Sungwai impersonate Yoon Jaeum. At the same time, Do Jaeum blames himself. We finally get to the public arrest of Taeyoung, which is shown in the first scene of episode 1. She is kept in one quadrant while another holds Mansuk and Sungwai, who bicker about getting caught. Madam Kim visits Scholar Lee and seems to be on the verge of forgiving him. His symptoms have gotten worse and he is to be quarantined. As one last favor to Taeyoung, he hints that Bak may have had an ulterior motive for arresting Taeyoung. As for the interrogation, it is going smoothly as Taeyoung constantly pokes holes in Sohai's accusation. However, she is shocked when Sungwai confesses to his real identity and claims to have fooled Taeyoung by pretending to be Yoon Jaeum. Do Jaeum tries to testify on his behalf, but Sungwai insists that no one knew of his identity. While being transferred, Sungwai and Taeyoung spot each other. She cries while he simply apologizes for not staying by her side. He gives her the gat gems he had kept with Mansuk. There is some good news as Taeyoung's brother vouches for her. However, Sungwai is found guilty of going against the Qing royal order and impersonating Yoon Jaeum. As for Sohai, she is furious about the outcome as there is evidence. Bak tells her to wait, but she goes behind his back. Governor Hyo is shocked to learn of the new evidence. He presides over Taeyoung, Sungwai, and Mansuk's trial. The first piece of evidence is Seo Rang, the artist who plagiarized Sungwai's novel in Incheon. The new allegation is that Taeyoung, Sungwai, and Mansuk killed Yoon Jaeum. All three are tortured till Sungwai confesses that he killed Yoon Jaeum alone. Do Jaeum tells the truth, but no one believes him. Next, Sohai shows up with Taeyoung's father. He tries to feign ignorance, but Taeyoung calls him father and faints. Back in prison, Mansuk is delirious as Sungwai falsely confessed for nothing. He jokingly hopes Sungwai redeem himself by naming his kid Mansuk. He dies from the torture and Sungwai is heartbroken. The king orders leniency for Taeyoung's legal contribution and instead of execution, she is given back to Sohai. Meanwhile, Sungwai is to be executed. Governor Hyo and Do Jaeum have a somber meal as the former is conflicted by Taeyoung's betrayal. However, Do Jaeum doesn't care about her status as she is like a mother to him. At Sohai's, the female slave, Jeonbok, takes care of Taeyoung. She learns that her father lived in a temple till he was caught. However, Bak won't take any drastic measures as Hyo's guards patrol the area to stop any incidents. On top of that, all of the medicines are stored in the house. Taeyoung quickly figures out Bak's plan of hoarding the medicine and selling it at a high price. Of course, Bak is furious with Sohai for putting his scheme in jeopardy. He threatens to kill her should she disobey him again. Do Jaeum buries Mansuk and visits Sungwai. He wants to find Yoon Jaeum, but Sungwai stops him. He wants Do Jaeum to protect Taeyoung and gives a letter. Madam Kim gets the letter to her by threatening Sohai. She plans to help Taeyoung escape, who has given up. She convinces her that she doesn't need Taeyoung's name to do good and she must live for her child. If not, she will waste the sacrifices of everyone involved. Kim also tells her about Lee's suspicion of Bak using the scandal to hide his medicine hoarding. They realize that this is how Bak framed Devoted Hearts and Magistrate Song. Later, Sohai gloats at how she learned of Sungwai. During the Hanyang Alo fiasco, she followed Taeyoung, who took Sungwai to her mother's grave. They goad each other till Taeyoung reveals Bak ensured Nak-soo took the fall for the eternal ginseng scam. So-hye wants to retaliate, but Taeyoung doesn't care as she is going to die soon. She has the same virus as Lee. She has faked the symptoms, but it is a bad gamble as she is taken to quarantine. In one of the beds, Lee is being treated by a masked Tae-gang. Taeyoung follows him as he heads to a masked nurse who is none other than Yoon Jaeum. At the end of the Tale of Lady OK episode 15, Yoon Jaeum locks eyes with Taeyoung. The Tale of Lady OK episode 15 tones down the comedy to focus on the trial and the angst. Even when there is humor, it's pretty dark and bittersweet, such as Sung-hye and Mansuk bickering in prison. We knew the moment that Mansuk got his time to shine, he was going to die. But we were holding out hope. However, this chapter had a much better execution than the Odd Few episodes 7, 8, 9. Rather than being tedious, watching the lies unravel was quite entertaining. Viewers can almost believe that our heroes will get away with it, till they don't. It is also interesting to see the way the secondary characters who owe Taeyoung come to her rescue, such as Madam Hong and Governor Hyo. Yoon Jaeum is one odd little fellow though. We are hoping the final episode can redeem his character. But we do wonder why he didn't come to Taeyoung's rescue when she was accused of being a widow. And again when Hanyang was rife with rumors of Sung-hye killing Yoon Jaeum. He owes Sung-hye one from the devoted heart scandal, and shouldn't he care for his platonic wife?